The following is a local resident producer's program. The program content is the sole responsibility of the producer and does not necessarily reflect the views or policies of Oshkosh Media, the City of Oshkosh, or your video service provider.
Welcome everyone to the Ice Hawks 22-23 season preview. My name is Dan Lynch and I will be your host of the preview show tonight. We have a great program for you guys tonight, starting off with the head coach. We got a brand new head coach. We are super excited for you guys to meet her, Coach Kaye. She's going to give us a little bit about what she's expecting the upcoming year, how to rebuild the house, right? She's starting over a brand new program. How is she going to rebuild her house into a powerhouse team here in the Oshkosh area? We're going to talk a little bit about the past, where the Ice Hawks came from and where they're going to go to in the future, and get her outlook on it. Secondly, we're going to go to the most important part, and that is the senior player introductions. Those are the MVPs of the night. We're going to hear from Caleb Winter, Karsten Kurtz, Garrett Lamore, Landon Brown, Kevin Lynch, and Winston Knobloch, and we get their insights of what they think the season's all about, where their strengths are going to be, where they came from, and where they're going to go. Not only during the season, but in the postseason after we hang up the skates and put the gear away for the final time. And lastly, we're going to talk to the president and vice president of the Booster Club. We're going to hear about what they have planned for the year, what fun activities they have. You know, I think one of the most important parts of their job is filling the stands, and they got some great ideas to give us on how they're going to fill the stands and create that environment that the kids strive on, and the play of the game kind of boosts from there. They're going to talk a little bit about their fundraising activities. And again, you guys, as you hear about these, please reach out to the Booster Club. We could use every bit of help, every bit of dollar that you guys can spare. It takes a lot to put on these guys onto the ice, and they're going to be looking for your help. So without further ado, we will transfer into that part of the segment here in a minute. Thanks. On this segment of our season preview, we are lucky enough to have our brand new coach, Stephanie Brunkhorst. How are you tonight?
Doing pretty well. How are you?
Fantastic. First of all, a huge congratulations. We have a new little one that was just dropped off a few weeks ago.
Yep. I have a newborn daughter, so she is going to be 7 weeks this Friday. Her name is Lily. So yeah, I am getting not a lot of sleep.
Not a lot of sleep.
Nope, and I go back to work next week. So.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Just in time for the season to start.
Just in time for the season. Love it. First of all, let's go over this name. You're known by Coach Kaye to everyone, even myself, and I even had to write your name phonetically to get it out tonight. So, yep. Explain the Coach Kaye.
So, when I started 5-6 years ago, my last name was Kaye, just Kaye. That's all it's ever been. Coach Kaye, Steph Kaye. And I got married last year, and my lovely husband's last name is Brunkhorst, and I did take his last name. And I know it's going to be something most people will not get used to, is calling me a coach.
Will never be used to.
So,
you will forever be known as Coach Kaye.
Yeah, so I will accept Coach Kaye or Coach Steph. I don't expect any of those boys to say Coach Brunkhorst or anything like that. So I can either be Coach Kaye or Coach Steph, because that's a mouthful.
Right.
Yeah. So
let's hear a little about your past. Obviously, you've been around the Ice Hawks for a number of years, have done a fantastic job throughout the years. Love your coaching ability personally. I know the parents in the crowd love it too. Word on the street is everybody enjoys it. So you are all like 5 stars coming in. You can't do anything wrong. But let's hear about your past. Where'd you come from? How you ended up at the Ice Hawks, and how you're at your position today.
Okay, so I grew up in Chicago. I actually didn't start
playing.
Great
city, by the way, so I'm from Chicago also.
I didn't actually start playing hockey until I was about 11, 12 years old, so I started a little bit later, but I knew how to ice skate. So that got me kind of pushed into it. And I did so well. I played AAA throughout my time in Chicago, so Chicago Young Americans, all those fun ones, traveled around the country, and I ended up in Wisconsin playing for Marion down in Fond du Lac. Played all 4 years there and moved to Oshkosh after that. Didn't go back home, even though my family probably really would have wanted me to. I coached for the Milwaukee Junior Admirals for 1 year for 14U girls team. I was one of their assistant coaches. We won state that year, so that was a lot of fun. And since I moved up to Oshkosh, I was looking for something different. And I did play on my boys' high school hockey team for the 4 years also. So boys hockey is not anything foreign to me. And when I saw that there was an opening for an assistant coaching position 6 years ago, I decided to take it up, and the coaches at the time took me in with no problem, and that's kind of how I got up here.
Well, again, congratulations. I wasn't kidding at all. The word on the street, the word in my head, the parents on the team, everyone is super, super excited to have you on board for this year.
Yeah,
so
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's awesome. Tell us, I want to know a little bit about, and just hanging out with you over the past couple of years, a little bit about this weightlifting career.
Oh gosh.
How does this fold in? How much time do you spend doing it? And are you still a huge fan, or it's going to be broken up a little bit? Do you little ones running around the house? A big guy, the marriage happening, so obviously he's going to take up some time, and as well as the whole flight of kids on this hockey team that's going to take some time. When are we going to lift these weights?
Well, I already started.
Okay.
So there's that. But when I was done playing hockey, I needed something else to do. And I took a year kind of off of that, and then I found powerlifting. And I started really getting into that and training, and did my first competition a few years ago, and I got really addicted to it. And it kind of filled that need to compete, but it's also a different mindset because, yeah, you're competing against other people, but you're competing against yourself to make yourself better. And I actually did so well that I've been ranked top 5 in the nation for the last couple of years for bench pressing and just overall powerlifting, which is squat, bench, and deadlift. But my plan is to just try to lift as much as I can between everything. And this last year, I went to the big Arnold Sports Festival
in Ohio or something.
Yep.
That was the last time I saw you, or the last time we talked about this whole thing.
And I actually hold a pro card in powerlifting for bench press, and so I went and competed that. I won that, and I was also pregnant at the time, so that was kind of...
Look at that multitasking.
Yeah, I know, right?
Into powerlifting and pregnant at the same time.
But my plan is to hopefully go back there again this year. But we're just going to kind of take it as it is.
See how it goes.
Yeah, see how it goes. And whenever I can lift, I can lift. And I love lifting. And I know actually a lot of the boys are kind of into
it. Yeah, you got a lot of multi-sport athletes coming off the football field and again in hockey. And these guys are into lifting.
Yeah, some of them are actually really interested in trying to even compete in powerlifting, which is cool because maybe I can help them. After we're done with hockey, I told them they can't do it during hockey season, though. It doesn't work out right.
Let's see them try to keep up with you. I doubt that's going to happen,
I
but
don't
they
know.
can try their best, right?
Yeah, they can try.
All right, let's segue back into hockey.
Okay.
Let's talk just a little bit. Let's not dwell on the past or talk about the past that long or that far back, but hey, what's the team bringing back? We have to look at who we dropped off last year, who was coming forward this year. Give us kind of the makeup of last year molding into this year, and what do we have to expect with these guys?
So, yeah, I mean, not to really look at the past, but there isn't too much. Yeah, we lost our lovely group of seniors, but we got this group that you're going to see next.
Right.
And they're great too, but coaching standpoint, it's me and Jake Winter, and that's what it is this year. We might have some people help out over time, but we're going to take it up as a duo and really push the team forward. There's nobody to kind of fill the role that I left at this point, and that's okay because I'm not looking to just put somebody there just to have somebody there. We want somebody that's going to make a difference in a team just like both Jake and I want to.
And people talked about it, kind of like building your own house, and you rip this, you're probably going to rip it down to the foundation and build it up the way that you want to build it up. Is there a different philosophy and practice on the way that you guys approach games than you have in the past, or?
No nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of take my experience of, I played at a high level. I played through college. I know what it seems like to have good coaching and bad coaching. And I've learned a lot in the last 5 years myself as to how I want to coach, and I think it's working out pretty well.
Yeah.
But really just no nonsense approach. When we're at practice, it is time to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Ask questions, do the work. If you want to perform at a high level, you also have to fuel yourself at a high level too.
Practice like you play.
Practice, yeah.
Right?
So we're stripping it all the way down, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a rude awakening to some of the boys, but it's going to be a good awakening too, because we're here to make a difference, and we're going to push the Oshkosh Ice Hawks to what they can be and what they should have been.
Right. Let's talk about that just for a short couple seconds. We're not there yet. You talked a little bit into the future, or how we're going to practice leading up to the first game. Is there any little segue or little talk that how overall you're looking at this season on doing? We talked about doing a couple things different. What's your outlook on the season? Where are the Ice Hawks going to lay as far as the conference goes, or what's your projection?
Well, we're starting off with a really good game. We're starting off against a Schwabenon, and that has always been a game for us that we've fought at and fought at and fought at. So we're already starting off high and tough for our first game.
Right.
So we're going to practice hard and go and just come out strong for that first one and go from there.
One game at a time.
One game at a time, one day at a time.
Right.
Yeah, I want to say that I would love for us to, we have 22 games this season, win 20 of them at least. But that's not realistic.
Day by game.
Day by day, game by game, practice by practice.
Yep, adjust as the season goes on.
Exactly.
And see where it brings us.
Exactly.
Awesome philosophy. I love it. As we look into the season, just one more question on the season, because it kind of gives the outlook for everybody, that's going to tune in or come to the rink. Who are we going to watch out for? Who's the tough team in the conference that, hey, we'd love to nail them against the boards a few times. Hey, we got to get them back for what they did last year or the past years. Or, hey, it's just a good team that we'd love to beat.
Neenah and Springs are always the two. I think we've come close, especially with Springs in the last couple of years. But really holding our own against Neenah would be one of the best things I could ask for. I think we have every capability to do so. We might not have all the talent that Neenah or Springs has, but we have hardworking boys. And if we can work hard, those are the two teams that I want to see us really push to put up a good fight against.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah, and I think it can absolutely happen. They have to give into it, and we all have to just give into it.
Awesome. Well, I can't thank you enough for being here.
Yeah.
I wish you all the luck, and I know everybody else does, on just a fantastic year. I hope you bring it home. I hope we march down to Madison. Again, looking in the future, we have to lay some hefty goals. There's some hefty goals. If we can do it, I think we're off to a great start career for you for years to come. Hopefully you stick around for years to come. I know everybody would love it.
I will.
And
don't plan on going anywhere.
That's awesome. And once again, congratulations on the new birth.
Thank you.
Thanks. And we'll see you out on the ice, huh?
Soon.
Yes.
My name is Gage Bauer. I'm a sophomore, go to Oshkosh West High School, and I play goalie.
My name is Jack Toonen. I'm a junior. I go to Oshkosh West, and I play left wing.
Hi, my name is Evan Neitzel. I'm a junior at Oshkosh West High School, and I'm a forward.
Alex Beck. I'm a junior at Oshkosh West, and I play defense.
Evan Pollock, sophomore, Oshkosh West, defense.
My name is Elijah. I am a freshman. I go to North High School, and I am left wing.
I'm Gavin. I'm a sophomore. I go to Oshkosh North.
And Mason Monin, sophomore, Oshkosh West High School, forward.
My name is Owen Moran. I'm a junior. I go to West High School, and I play right D.
My name is Caleb Winter. I am a senior. I go to Oshkosh West High School, and I play center.
My name is Chase Megadans. I'm a freshman at Ripon High School, and I'm a goalie. Toivo Vertinen. I'm a freshman. I go to West High School, and I'm D.
Brennan Kraft, 9th grade, Lord's Academy, defense.
Nolan Thurn, sophomore, Oshkosh West, defense.
Stephanie Brunkhorst, and I am the head coach.
I'm Eddie Bielak. I'm a freshman. I go to Lourdes, and I play defense.
Hi, my name is Braden Voskill. I'm a junior in high school. I go to Oshkosh West, and my position is defense.
My name is Matthew Shepard. I'm a sophomore. I go to Oshkosh North, and I play forward.
Okay, my name is Dayton. I am a freshman. I am homeschooled, and I play forward.
My name is Caleb Kohler. I'm a sophomore at Oshkosh West High School, and I play forward.
My name is Jacob Winter, and I'm an assistant coach.
Garrett Lamore, senior, Lourdes Academy, forward.
Xander Crook, 9th grade, Oshkosh West, center.
My name is Kevin Lynch. I'm a senior at Oshkosh North, and I play right wing.
Hey, my name is Trent Krieger. I'm in 9th grade. My school is Oshkosh West, and my position is right wing.
All right, Landon Brown, senior, Oshkosh West High School, left wing.
Hi, my name is Leo Ulrich. I'm a junior at Oshkosh West, and I play defense.
My name's Isaiah Keppen. I'm a junior. I go to Oshkosh West High School, and I play forward.
My name is Mason Klinger. I'm a junior. I go to Oshkosh West High School, and I play left wing.
My name's Ethan. I'm in 9th grade. I go to Oshkosh West High School, and I play right wing.
And now we come into one of my favorite segments of the show, and that is our interviewing the seniors. Couldn't be more fun year after year, and we get some great laughs out of these guys. So first I want to welcome Kevin Lynch, which also is so fortunate to be my son, and I know he loves it every day, as well as his good running buddy, Garrett Lamore. Kevin, a senior wing from Oshkosh North, and Garrett is a senior wing from Lourdes Academy. Welcome, you guys, and we are going to have one fantastic year. Kevin, couple thoughts. Let's hear a couple of your thoughts on this season and how this team's going to gel together to produce a fantastic team over the year, and hopefully we march down to Madison later in the year.
Yeah, hope we make it to Madison. I think we have a whole bunch of great seniors, and we all get along real well throughout the team. The junior and senior class, as well as the underclassmen, are close, and we have great bonds together. So I think we'll continue to play together and gel together.
Being a senior, how do you feel? And you came up through the Warbirds and obviously on to the Ice Hawks. I think the majority of these guys coming up are Warbirds, and a couple of them may have snuck in from outside the ranks. But do you feel that the Warbirds, coming up through the Warbirds and all the way up through Bantam onto the Ice Hawks, benefited you guys on just as far as acting as a team or skating ability? Probably both. Just give us that path. I know there's a lot of younger people watching tonight that want to know, hey, how did you groom from Warbird up to Ice Hawk?
I think that it allowed me to build great chemistry with people like Gary. Playing with Gary since I was little, we've just been great friends, and that shows it on the ice.
You're also known as kind of one of the before the game class clowns or locker room goofs. And you have pre-game rituals of wearing certain head garb, i.e. ski masks sometimes, sometimes masks with ears, some with tails. Give us a little bit of preview what we can expect out of a pre-game ritual of the mask wearing this year.
I'll of course have my ski mask with me, headphones. Yeah, always got the headphones with me. Yep. Yeah.
We can also talk being here, and you being my son, is you're also probably you are the only unemployed person in the senior class. Is there any lookout or in the near future of maybe being employed before college? I mean, there is a lot of dollars that are going to be flying out the window here soon in the next 6-12 months on you kind of benefiting to the college fund. I haven't heard you speak any bit of unemployment, but we'd love to hear your aspirations of being employed here in the near future.
I think it would be a great idea to get a job like Gary, but I think you could pay for my college, and yeah, I don't think I need a job.
Let's talk a little bit about college. Obviously, we're coming close to, mid-year, coming up to semester, and then we're down to the downward path into graduation for both of you. What's your thoughts of college? You going to college? Where are you thinking of going? What's your plans? Sports, no sports? Give us a little snapshot of where Kevin's going to be in the next year.
Right now, I'm definitely going to be going to a 4-year college, and I hope to get a degree in kinesiology and then head to like physical therapy or athletic training. And with that, I'm looking into, of course, Wisconsin-Madison and the University of Georgia and also Texas, University of Texas.
Let's segue over to Garrett Lamore. Again, one of the long-standing Warbird / Ice Hawks. Been through since you guys were barely old enough to put on skates. I think I put on your skates once in a while back when too. A lot of times back then into the goalie gear. So this year being a wing from Lourdes Academy, let's hear a little bit about the strengths of the team. You've been with these guys for years. You know who's going to be seniors. You know the classmen coming up. Where's the strength of this team? What can we benefit?
Well, I think you said it earlier. We know each other. We have a pretty good bond. I know a lot of these kids, even the ones just coming up now. And so we've played with each other. We know how each other play. I've been playing with Kevin since
forever.
As long as I can remember.
Right.
So yeah, I think our benefit's really just that chemistry.
Team bond when you guys are going down the ice, and then once in a while you don't have to look because you're like, hey man, I know where my buddy's going to be, and you can do that easy cross ice pass and being like, if it's not there, it's going to be close, right? After the years, you kind of figure that out on where those guys are going to be. It's awesome. Being a Lourdes Academy guy, and I'm a Catholic school kid too, do you think that the discipline that's taught at Lourdes Academy benefit you as far as kind of the public school guy, or if you're like, we're kind of all on the same street here on as far as how you approach the game? Is there some disciplined way that you guys like to practice that, hey, maybe a non-Catholic school doesn't give that discipline?
Well, it's kind of a different atmosphere. I know in some of the sports I play, obviously you have the prayer and stuff before games, but besides that, I mean, when you step on the field, we're really just there to play, and, it's nothing much more than that.
No, I think it's a great answer. And then one thing that I kind of saw through the years is that, hey, the discipline as far as the team drills and go are a little amped up as far as getting back in line. There's a little class clown stuff going on once in a while. I think Coach Kaye is going to nub that. I don't think the practices are going to be like last year. I think they're going to be a little more disciplined. And you don't need to play the non-Catholic card on it, but I'm kind of looking forward to the disciplined practice on dialing this sucker up a little bit. Agree?
Yeah, I'd agree.
I knew you would. Let's go into you're one of the employed guys, and I was lucky enough to see you when we went to go fill up our boat at the gas station. Tell us a little bit about the social networking out on the pier and filling up boats has got to be enjoyment. Some of those times late afternoon and these boats pouring in off Lake Winnebago had to be pretty enjoyable and comical. And with your personality out there and seeing these guys roll off the lake, there's got to be some good stories.
Yeah, there definitely has been. 4th of July, any big holiday really. I mean, you got a few guys out there had a little bit too much fun. Sometimes aren't able to get back in by themselves, so
you had to extend the pole out to him to help him over to the dock.
It happens.
So Gary works at the gas station in the old Pioneer. So over the summertime, you want to speak to Gary or hang out with Gary, you just head on over to the Pioneer gas station is what we call it, and he'd be more than happy to help you out. Again, he loves tips, so extend those tips out to him. He again has a college career in front of him, I believe, and that's a great segue. What are you thinking after the year? Are you taking a year off? You going to head on to school? If you are heading to school, what schools you think about?
I'm heading right on into it. I was been looking at Madison, as Kevin said. that's really been the front runner. My hope is get right back into their business school for accounting. But, we'll see where it goes.
See where it goes.
Nothing's set in stone.
You guys, I want to thank you very much for being here. I wish you nothing but the best in this upcoming season. I know you guys are going to give it all. You guys have in the past, and you will give it one heck of a shot this year. So I appreciate it, and good luck on the ice. See you guys soon out there. Thank you. Again, continuing on with my favorite part of the season preview is more of the seniors. I'd like to welcome Caleb Winter, a senior from Oshkosh West, and Carson Kurtz, a senior defenseman from Winneconne. Welcome, you guys, and thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Caleb, let's start with you. Again, one of the same questions I asked Kevin, you being your fellow teammate and you being around the ice as long as he has. Give us the kind of what the Warbirds and Ice Hawks commitment to being together and what you guys have learned through the years, and how is that going to build on the strength of this year's team?
Most of us have been playing together for a long time, since the start of us playing hockey. So I feel like with the team building and adding new players each year, we'll keep helping build, because we just keep getting a bigger family, I guess. And even after graduation, we'll still be a family. That's how I feel about it.
And that family word keeps coming up, and I think it's a great bonding type thing. Is one is the seniors, but two is those Warbirds, and again, it's coming from the same family, the Warbird family, up to the Ice Hawks. On you guys know where they came from, and kind of that bond continues through into the Ice Hawks. So again, it's a great answer. I love on how that's progressing through the years, and I think it continues. Give us a little bit of a preview of this year. What's your thoughts? Who you guys out to look for? What's some of your personal things that you're looking to build upon on the senior year?
I'm looking to build upon probably more like team-based activities. A lot of it's more individual, but I feel like we can make it more team-based and have more inclusion. Because with the new players, it takes a while for people to get like into the whole, family thing since they're new. But once they get there, we'll all be fine.
Yeah, let's take the eye out of team and start moving the puck around the net and coming up, formulating plays and dumping it in the middle and see what can happen. Throw it out to the defenseman, chuck the puck down into the net and see what can happen. Cause some noise down near the goalie and some interferences. You got some great players that do it. They understand the game. They know the position. That movement of the puck, kind of what you're alluding to, on playing as a team and knowing how to get that puck around, and eventually that puck will fall in the net. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. You're one of the very few people, you are not very few, you are the only person with a fellow family member that is a member of the staff or of part of the Ice Hawks family. Explain that. How does that go as far as, maybe family functions or maybe at home at night, or, hey, when you go over to their house, and who's that relation? Tell us how it goes. Is it a warm one? Is it you guys build about things? Do you talk about the games at dinner or when you're out to eat or anything like that? Give us a lowdown. No one has that opportunity, right? You're the only guy, so let's hear what it's all about.
We don't really talk much about actual working on stuff outside of it. We talk about hockey, but we don't go into detail about other things. Sometimes we talk about what I can work on, and I find it kind of helpful. So
yeah, absolutely. Give us some of your thoughts. What's going to happen after this year? You're done with the Ice Hawks. You're going to say goodbye to these guys for the final time come, March or April. What's your thoughts to the future? You're going on with education? You're going to opt out to do something else? Give us a little bit of where you're going to be in the next year.
Well, I'm actually torn between a lot of the different options. I want to go to college. I want to play hockey still for college. I don't really care what level, mostly. I just kind of want to play hockey. And I also want to get the further education so I can get decent money in the future. But I don't really have
keep us in the loop and tell you where you're going. And again, I'll probably be on the screen broadcasting a lot of these games. So I know some of these people out listening are going to want to know what's going to happen to you. So keep me in the loop, and we'll download and keep these guys up to pace with what's going to happen in the next year. Mr. Kurtz, one of my favorite fans right here of throughout the years. Let's hear about this injury last year. Number one, what happened? Number two, rehab all done and we're up to speed. Have you been on the ice? Have you put some pressure on this thing? And hey, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I tore it last year playing football. Tore my ACL and my meniscus in my left knee, and surgery a couple weeks later. I was out for 6 months. Got back on the ice midsummer, and been going to captain's practices here and there, and played football this year. Did pretty good on it, so I'm ready to play this season.
Season done? Are you guys still going, or what's
Season's done.
Season's done.
First round exit.
Dang, that was last weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Got it. So, defenseman, I'm guessing this year? Maybe,
yeah,
maybe not.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
But I got options.
Yeah, I think we're in need. I think we dropped one over the off season as far as that went. I think the team's in need. I think you being a senior, you need some. There's going to be some leadership on that defensive side of the puck and of the ice, and I think you'd be a great attribute. Again, I'm not the coach, nor I played a little bit of hockey, but not enough to define positions, right? But seeing you over the years, great defenseman. I'd love to see you there again. Let's hear a little bit about what your thoughts are of the season, and I mean, one being you're back. Hey, I had to sit out the whole year.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this year, and hey, these are the teams I'm looking to beat this year as a senior. We had a difficult time maybe over these guys in the past, or these guys roughed me up a little bit, and just not as a team, but as Carson Kurtz. Hey, who you gunning for this year?
I think this year I really want to at least keep a close game with Neenah, because they're obviously tough competition, but I have a lot of friends on that team, and we always talk. So.
Yeah, that is good. Again, the amount the Neenah name keeps reverberating through almost every person we've had here as far as one of the teams to look out for this year that we'd love to maybe bring home a W on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit about Carson Kurtz. I see him as the outdoorsman, right?
Yeah.
You love to be outdoors. You love fishing. You love fishing maybe in some spots you shouldn't be. Being private land and that type of thing. We won't tell everybody where those are because those are secret hot spots to go fishing. Where is one of these secret honey holes that you love pulling the most fish out of? Is it on private land, or you like hitting the Winneconne River system there, or maybe on Bago?
One of my favorite fishing spots is with one of my Neenah hockey buddies up in Fremont on the river. We can sit in one spot and catch smallmouth all day, that's for sure.
Certain time of the year?
Definitely in spring, but all throughout the summer too.
You head on up there and just pop a spot right on the side of the river, go casting, or are you guys out on boats?
He has a bass boat, so we head out on that and fish all over the river.
Fantastic. That is all I have for you guys. I wish you guys the best. Loves going up throughout the years with you guys. I look forward to a fantastic season. Welcome back. Hope you give it to them. And again, just let's get ready for a killer, fantastic year. Again, we're all hanging it up here at the end of the year in high school. Hopefully we get to put on the gear after college. By the way, we're thinking of college, not college. What's your
I'm thinking of going to a tech college and getting an apprenticeship as an electrician.
Awesome. I'm in trades in a kind of sort of way, so it's good to have young guys that are going in the trades and learning the crafts. So again, appreciate it, you guys, and we will see you on the ice here in the next couple of weeks, and appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Again, continuing on with what I feel is one of the most important things of the night, our MVPs, our seniors. We have two of them again. We have Landon Brown, a wing center from Oshkosh West, and Winston Knobloch, a wing center from Winneconne. Welcome, you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
Awesome. Let's start with Landon.
All right.
Landon, give us your outlook for the upcoming season. What's your thoughts? How's the play going to go? And then kind of venturing into, hey, who are you guys out to get this year, and some goals.
Yeah. This season, really looking forward to kind of our team. We have a really good set of guys who, they got some really good chemistry with each other, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how that progresses and how we do on the ice versus off the ice, just because we've kind of got good chemistry, like I said, going. And I guess we're kind of looking for some payback, I guess, just because past years haven't gone as we wanted.
Right.
Right. So we're just looking to get a dub every time.
Yeah, you are kind of that team builder coming from that West. West has a kind of a high number, I guess, of players compared to the other schools. Winnicott, North, I don't know how many we have left, 1 or 2 maybe, that are coming in from North. So West and building that pod, and I know you have a little posse over there that you like to hang out with, and I think you guys gel well, and there's some juniors, and is there some younger kids coming in from West that you guys are looking to lean on maybe a little bit more too, being the upper ranks are kind of getting thin? We had a couple guys drop out during the off season. Tell us a little bit about that
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing especially Nolan Thurn, who we played a little bit on varsity last year. He's a sophomore this year. He's been doing some pretty good stuff on defense, so he's definitely one I'm looking forward to seeing.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's hear about a little bit of return to the ice. We can see you're sitting there with a big sling. Give us what happened and the output, or when you're going to get return to the ice.
Yeah, so football practice, I broke my collarbone, and doctor says December 9th, that's when I could possibly return to play, but I should be able to get on the ice within 4 weeks. So I'm just looking to get
4
back.
4 weeks after the 9th or 4?
No, 4 weeks after from today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Still hurt? Did you have surgery? What did they do to
yeah.
put this sucker back together?
I got surgery. I got a plate and some screws in there, and it's doing good.
You're going to light up the old the thing at the airport every time you walk through
right,
there, metal, and then get the good old pat down all over the place.
Yeah.
From now on, huh?
Yeah.
Got it. We talked a little bit earlier in the season. One of my favorite times of the year was the fundraising over there at the golf course, and I couldn't help but notice these Oshkosh West kids that just wanted to heckle the heck out of me the entire time, being from Oshkosh North, and one of the heckles was, you guys aren't going to be victorious this year in football. Can you tell our audience the score of that game between the Oshkosh West and Oshkosh North?
The score wasn't important, but we did lose, sadly. But, it was a good game. I had a lot of fun going against you guys, truly.
It looked like you guys were having fun, no doubt. I mean, you guys gave it your all, came up a little bit short, no knocks, but I just had to give you a little bit because I got heckled for 18 holes on this whole thing, so touche on that.
Right.
But, you guys gave it your all. It was nice to see you guys out there. I did go looking for you guys to get a picture after the game and grab Kevin. Kevin goes, there's no way we're getting a picture. So, great effort. Again, just a heckle on you guys because I had to take so much during those 18 holes of golf.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit on Landon on his off ice. Know you love, again, the outdoors, similar to Kurt's. You're a sturgeon spear veteran.
Yep.
You love going duck hunting through chimneys, watching fuzz on TV, whatever you want to call sturgeon spearing.
Yep.
Again, I'm a seasoned angler too at the great sport of sturgeon spearing. I've seen nothing, maybe one over the past 3 years, but hit nothing. Give us what's the secret sauce to sturgeon spearing? Where do we go?
Secret sauce. All right.
Where do we put the shacks? Upper Lakes, Winnebago, off School Road, up north. Give us a little clarity.
Well, we've been just sticking to sitting in the bays, and my brother and his buddies, they've all got some pretty good ones. Unfortunately, this year, everyone in my family got one except me because I went snowboarding, so that was interesting. But yeah. I mean, just stick to the bays and see what happens.
There you go. You talked to your brother, or you spoke to your brother. I think you're the only uncle on the team, too, aren't you?
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of unique, being a senior and an uncle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got
you like your little niece or nephew?
Yeah, both of them, niece and nephew.
Oh, 2 of them.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Thanks a lot for being here. I look forward to December 9th.
Yep.
Getting you back on the ice. Know you can play. Love to see you for the countdown. Talk a little bit of countdown. You're probably going to hang it up or maybe hang it up temporarily. What's your thoughts of next year's school? Are you going to go to the trades? What's your thoughts after graduation from Oshkosh?
Yeah, so hockey-wise, I think this might be my last year, but I'm looking to go play football possibly for Carroll or lacrosse. I just got accepted into Carroll, but still waiting on lacrosse, so looking to be a PT, so we'll see where that takes me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Keep abreast of that news as time goes on and the accepted offers come up on board. We'd love to fill in the public on where's Landon going to be next year.
All right.
Cool. Winston, let's talk about you, man. Awesome player the past couple of years. Love watching you guys. Watch you play. Love the puck movement around the net. There's only a select few, Landon being one of them also, on being able to rotate that puck quickly around the net and looking for that opening down, near the goalie crease, looking for that interference and that. Give us your outlook on the year. What's your goals personally and as a team?
I mean, I just want the team to be and play our best we possibly can. We lost a few guys last year, but I think our team has definitely a very high potential this year. We have some younger kids. I kind of learned their names, but I'm still kind of learning them a little. But I know there's like 2 or 3 freshmen that look like some studs, and they're quick. So I'm looking forward to see what they can produce for our team. And the guys coming back hopefully are coming back even better this year for us.
Yeah, like you just said, you dropped a few guys in the offseason, and you think you picked them up. Are these guys going to be able to fill in the spots? I think your answer was yes. And again, I think defensemen were probably looking for a little weak, but hopefully some of these younger guys you just alluded to can pick it up on that position. I know that, on the wings and the centers, hey, I think we're pretty stout, but let's figure out the other parts of the game and the shifts and see who can flop on the ice.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the golf career. Heard you did a great job on the links this year. Give us a little heads up on how that whole thing went.
I had I'll say I honestly didn't even play as good as like regular high school season as I did last year. Probably it was pretty similar, if not below what my expectations were. Come postseason, I just kept working at it, and I ended up taking second place at regionals, tied for first at sectionals, and ultimately, going into state, I really didn't have many goals besides I was trying to place in the top 8 my first year going, missed it by 1 stroke last year, and ended up I actually got off to a rough start the first day at state, but I was battling back, and I was solo leading, ended up winning day 2 too.
Nice. So you got 1 year left on the links?
Exactly.
Looking for again to kind of a repeat or even better on the links? What'd you close at? What would you shoot on the last year on the line?
The first round I shot even par, and the second round I shot 3 over.
Dude, that's unbelievable. That's a killer job. Let's talk a little bit about there. Just again, golf. I'm seeing the hat. The only way that you get good is a ton of practice. And I know you live near a course, although I think you jump the fence and everything to get in some good holes without paying those greens fees all the time. Is there any truth behind that? It seems Winston's always on the links, although he jumps on like 13 and plays on.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Getting your chips in and shooting out of difficult spots?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just go out at night, hop on the course, chip and putt. I live on Lake Breeze, so it's very convenient. I also recently got employed at Ridgeway Country Club in Neenah last fall, so I've been playing out there quite a bit this summer, and they got a little bit better practice facility for me, and the course is a bit more of a challenge, so that's kind of been a benefit that I've had this summer.
Cool. Give us a little bit of your thoughts on where's Winston going to be after this year. Are you looking to go to college, or give us snapshot where you're going to be in 8 months?
So I'm looking to pursue a golf, obviously, in college. Out of state, I'm trying to find somewhere warm where I could play just about, if not all of the year of golf. I'm going on a couple college visits this week in Kansas and Texas, one in Waco and Dodge City. They're both D1 junior colleges. So I'm trying to just go there, get a 2-year, 1 year, and then look to transferring to a bigger school once I kind of get my name out there and kind of prove myself.
So this year, kind of probably hanging it up with the skates, maybe doing some intramurals or college type stuff.
Right.
If they have the teams at club level, which is, you go to those right schools, those club level teams are pretty competitive. They even throw you on planes and you go over the country playing, possibly. But you're looking to more concentrate into the golf.
Yeah, that's kind of been my passion, and I've kind of turned that around the past couple of years, and that's kind of where my heart is, and I'm just kind of trying to put myself in the best place to make myself the best golfer I possibly can be.
Do you think, your question, on swinging the golf club and swinging a hockey stick, is there similarities or is there completely different? Or, you got to hit a little black puck or a little white ball and you got to get close to the ground. Is there anything with the wind-ups or hip rotations that make that ball really fly?
Yeah, so definitely being a hockey player, there's definitely advantages and disadvantages. Like I say, people can tell by my swing sometimes. Like I do a really good job of getting over to my left side, making sure my weight's transferring and I rotate through, because when you're shooting a puck, you're facing at the net. Although I did have one issue where I kind of I'd pull my head too early and I'd be looking at my target, because it would be in hockey you're always looking where you're going to shoot it. But I've kind of looked down more at the ball now, making sure I stay down through the ball. But just the power in the legs in the hockey shot, and it kind of transfers over to the golf swing.
It's awesome. Again, you guys, I want to thank you so much for coming here. Wish you nothing but the best. It's been years since we were small and putting on those skates at the Y, me putting on the skates over at the Y, and this year we're going to kind of wrap it all up, and I wish you guys nothing but the best season.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. On this segment of the Ice Hawks season preview, we are lucky enough to be joined by the president and vice president of the Booster Club, Sarah Poquette, the president, and Scott Neitzel, the vice president. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Thanks for having us, Dan.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Hey, just to kick it off, why don't you guys give us a snapshot on what you guys have planned for the year? Obviously, it's a complicated season. There's a lot that goes on. There's fundraising. There's volunteerships. There's a ton of stuff that you guys do to keep this program going. Just give us a snapshot on kind of the plans for the year.
Sure. So our Booster Club board has a lot of activities planned this year. Fundraising is one of our main events. We recently completed our golf outing, which was very successful. Thank you to everyone who came out in August. We raised $7,600.
Fantastic time.
Yes.
Encourage everybody to come next year. It's at Farview. Couldn't be more fun. And again, just made a ton of money for the program.
Yes, some upcoming events. We do have Quick Trip car wash gift cards that will be going out. Perfect for stocking stuffers, so take advantage of those. We also have Vandewall's candy bars, because let's be real, who doesn't love chocolate? So we will be sending those out.
And then a hot ticket at the game. Those things sell like popcorn.
They do.
No pun intended, but they do fly off the shelf at the game. So you go from full boxes to empty boxes. They're pretty quick, and again, big money maker for the program.
Yes. We also have our third annual purse raffle. This event is a key feature and event. The ladies love it. We're going to add some special pieces for men this year, so maybe some wallets, maybe something kind of special out there. So gentlemen, you can still attend and come too.
One of the great things there is some of the models, or most of the models, are Ice Hawks players. So you get to see these guys waltz around with their Louis Vuitton bags, and again, just a huge money maker with the selling of the purses, and watch the price goes up as the models come on through, and the enjoyment goes through the crowd, and the prices go up. So
yes, and that date is set for Saturday, March 11th, and we will be sending details out. We'll also use our Facebook page. So we would love you to follow on the Facebook page too.
Awesome. Tournaments. Let's talk about tournaments. You guys probably know a little bit about them. Do we have one or two set up for the year? Scott, you're really good at this.
Yeah, this year we only have one tournament. It's always between Christmas and New Year's down in Madison. Both teams play JV and varsity. Play some different teams that we don't normally play. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this year. Kids all stay overnight, parents stay overnight. Yeah, it's a good time until you get into the playoffs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, really one tournament.
Yeah, fantastic time. Love it every year. A lot of us have been around the program for a year. This is my fourth year with the Ice Hawks. My kid's a senior now. It's our last hurrah in Madison. if you guys encouragement to come see some great hockey during the Christmas New Year season, it falls right in line with that. And come on down to Madison. I think they split it between 2 rinks. You come on down for the day, you can easily get a game in or 2 and head back home to the Oshkosh area by nightfall. And it is one action-packed day with great hockey. Again, teams from all over the state concentrating kind of in the Madison area, but couldn't agree more. Just a great time to see the Ice Hawks away from home, and maybe you can make a weekend of it down in the Madison area. We all stay the night, and we turn it into a great time. Sarah, you talked a little bit about the fundraising. Is there any other fundraising events? Maybe touch a little bit in the volunteering opportunities. I know you guys will probably accept help from anybody. Just where are those opportunities for anyone watching that, hey, I'd love to help out, but I don't know how?
So to start off, you can reach out to any of our board members. Again, on our Facebook page, you can contact. We do have an event coming up on November 10th. It's brand new this year, and it's a phone-a-thon. So our boys are working really hard to really raise money and get out of the penalty box. So to get out of the penalty box, they need to raise $200. So they're going to do that through a website we already have set up, but reaching out to family and friends and maybe neighbors to see if they can raise $200 of a donation. Now, we did put a little carrot for the boys. Who doesn't love a coach bus? So we're going to set a team goal that if people can meet that, we have $7,500 we would like to raise. If we can raise $7,500, we are going to use a coach bus to one of our tournaments or to one of the places that's a little farther away, so they're not on the regular school bus.
Could not be more fun, and agree with that. We had coached Oshkosh North football, and one of our big fundraisers of the year was to gather enough money. We had a game in Janesville, and the kids absolutely loved it. You don't get, and it's always the coach, by the time we hit Rosendale that needs to go to the bathroom, not the kids. So the coach bus was by far a time saver when going down there, and the kids just enjoyed sitting in those soft seats, the air conditioning or the heat, and now in the winter, that it's a lot more enjoyable of a ride, and the kids, I think it turns into a great play once we hit the rink down there too. So great little change of the action, I guess. The kids will enjoy it, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Another opportunity for help is coming to the games. We want to fill the stands. We want to hear parents, family members in the community cheering. And we can also help because we will have 50-50 raffles. We talked a little bit about concessions, so the candy bars, the popcorn, there's other opportunities as well. And later on, we can talk a little bit about some special events coming up too.
Perfect segue. Let's hear about those special events. That's one of my favorite parts is, maybe possibly just throwing some out there. You could kill them if need be. Some of the local bands in the past have come. There's different things that each one of the schools, big draws from either Oshkosh North or Oshkosh West or Lourdes. Winnicott is, again, a big player of guys on the team. What are we doing to involve these schools and to build the camaraderie in between, the student body and hockey? It's not a well-watched sport, but when we get the bodies in those stands, and I couldn't agree more with that, is the stands create the excitement, then the kids respond to the crowd. So.
Yes. So our first home game is Tuesday, November 22nd. So mark that on your calendar. We have military night planned for December 17th. We have youth, mascot, and alumni night on December 22nd. So a great kickoff right before the holidays.
Normally pack the crowd day that one is, with
yes.
those guys coming in from the schools. Great one around the holidays as those kids shuffle in from their colleges and get to see these guys play again. So we absolutely totally agree.
We also have senior night on January 21st. And we are going to be, again, using more details on our Facebook page. But this year we are having more reaching out to our local bands. So Lourdes, Oshkosh North, Oshkosh West, Winnicott, and Almro to try and garner some pregame activities.
Fun.
We are also looking for people who are interested in to sing the national anthem. So if people are interested, they can contact us as well too.
Awesome. And I couldn't agree more on the Facebook page as a way, an avenue to keep in contact with the public on exactly what's going on, from when the games are taking place, where the games are taking place, are we streaming games, and all of that. I think everybody does a great job, and you guys will have the helm at that this year at keeping them on pace on what's happening. So that's my source for everything is Facebook on on the Ice Hawks' upcoming events. Scott, question for you on just, and I get confused throughout the years
Sure.
and on how the whole season operates. I mean, I get it, being around, it can get a little confusing for people that don't watch the game all the time on exactly how the season progresses from conference games to not conference games. And the biggest rah-rah behind it is people want to see the postseason. And, you know, how does a team make the postseason? And just guide us through the path of the year on how these games are played.
Sure. Our year, we are in the Badgerland Conference, which has 8 teams. So we play each one of those teams once throughout the entire year. And then we mix in non-conference play all throughout there. It's not just straight non-conference and then conference, and it's just mixed throughout the year. Based on that, they have a conference tournament at the end of the year, placed. You're seeded based on how your record is, and we have a conference champion that way. At the end of the day, your win-loss record determines where you get seeded in the WIAA tournament, and then from there, everybody makes it. So it's just a matter of where you're seeded and how far you can progress. So really, your optimal goal is to be playing your best at the end of the year, because once you get to that tournament, it's a knockout tournament. It's a one game take all. So you could be a 500 team and still make it quite far in the state tournament.
Yeah,
So
you're rocking it at the end of the year. You
absolutely,
win a couple games, you're on your way to Madison probably pretty quick, or after a couple.
I think it's probably 4 games you have to win to get to Madison. So yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
One last question then, just because it seemed to be in the fall sports, I wonder if it is, and you're all things knowledge for me when it comes to hockey and high school hockey. So if I have the question, obviously probably someone on the TV has the same. But is there any questions about the upcoming refs in the game? Is there a shortage? Do you hear anything about any? I know in football it was a big problem.
It is, yes. At high school level, and Coach can maybe talk to a little bit more to this, but my son is a ref for youth games as well as a player for the high school team, and they're always short refs. And it sounds like the high school, they're hoping that they don't have to cancel any high school games due to ref shortages. So there really is a need for refs, and unfortunately people are stepping away due to people and how they are being treated.
Right.
So I mean, that's something that we strive not to have happen in Oshkosh, but you see it everywhere. So
Nope. Thank you very much. And that was great input, great insight. I know some people are probably thinking about it. I know I do, but it seems so far so good for the Ice Hawks season. We look forward to a great season. Sometimes your guys' job is thankless. There's not a lot of people to say thank you for it, and I thank you both for doing it. And we look forward. I think there's some great things planned. I think there's some great opportunities. People, if you're willing to help, hit that website, and I'm sure these people will welcome you with open arms and accept any help that you can give. But again, thank you guys for being here and appreciate it, and we'll see you at the rink.
yeah,
Thanks,
thank you,
Dan.
Dan.
You got it. So lastly, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us here tonight and spending time with us to hear all about the Ice Hawks. We wish them the best for a great year. We heard all about their goals, both personally and on the rink, on what they want to do as far as conference play goes. I want to thank the student athletes for joining us tonight. They're the most important part. I thought they gave some great insight, again, on their entire career from the Ice Hawks up through, or from the Warbirds up through the Ice Hawks. Again, I just want to encourage everybody if they can reach out to help assist in any fundraising capability, both in person, or if you guys, again, can reach into your pockets and help support the Ice Hawks in any way, volunteerism, as well as financially. I think that we talked about a great way to reach out to the Ice Hawks, again, and it is to watch them on the Facebook page, to see the game. And again, this is all about, one, hearing about these players, hey, learning who these guys are, and then go seeing them on the ice, because one of the most important part is filling the stands. I can't express that more, is get out and see these guys, watch them live stream, enjoy the game, build the emotion, and then come out and see them both. We talked about here at the 20th Street Y, or again, stay tuned to the Facebook page as far as we'll give you the up-to-date locations and where the games are. Again, thank you again for joining us tonight, and we will see you at the rink.